Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball made a historic announcement today that they're relocating the All-Star Game from Atlanta in July due to Georgia's new voting laws and voter suppression. Andy, how did Major League Baseball come to this decision? I know you've done some reporting on it.
Well, it was Rob Manfred's decision. It wasn't something that he had to do in consultation with the Players Association. It wasn't collectively bargained. It was pretty unilateral there. And I think that's significant. Look, there's a lot of different directions we could take this discussion. But I think the main takeaway here is that as someone who's been covering the game, trying to cover the game through a lens of social issues for more than a decade ago, the business pressures and the context around the sport outside would not have led to this decision. What you have right now is a changed world for many reasons, and you have the president pressuring baseball to do this. You have Delta and Coca-Cola, Atlanta-based businesses who have already come out in this direction. So really, there's a whole societal thing happening around baseball that led Manfred to make a socially responsible decision here.
Omar, what were your thoughts on the decision?
Yeah, I think the good thing about the decision is that it was a definitive decision that was done early. I think the history of that, there was a situation in 2011 where there was an issue with a law as far as immigrants in Arizona, and the All-Star Game was in Arizona. In the end, that All-Star Game was played. I think what you saw today, and I commend the commissioner, that it was done early. It was done, and I use the word from a time standpoint. Here we are in, April 15th, we're going to have the Jackie Robinson celebration. That would have been a part of the conversation. That's out the window now. And I do believe, and I know Andy said that it was done, the commissioner did it by himself, but I also understand that there was some concerns from the Players Association, at least from Tony Clark, about it, whether they talked about it or not. But it's a good sign for me. Here we are making the decisions, taking into account everything, taking into account the players. So I think overall, it's a very good decision, but it also goes to show you how times have changed from 2011 and the impact that last year had on these type of decisions and social consciousness.
I saw a point made by Wayne Randazzo on Twitter that a big part of the All-Star Game and the ceremonies this year was going to be the celebration of Hank Aaron's life in Atlanta. Maybe Milwaukee makes sense now to continue that celebration for him because he deserves to be celebrated.